Hello, everyone, and welcome to Bow and Arrow Tarot, and this the weekly love tarot reading for the fire sign of Aries. We're going to get right into your love connection reading, Aries, and this is a reading for you and another person. It's a connection reading, so we're not just going to look at your general love outlook, but we're going to be pulling cards for the person in your connection to see where their energy is at and their emotions in their head as well. All right, guys. If you're looking for a general reading, please do check out the General Friday Tarot reading for the fire signs, which I will link in this video. But for right now, Aries, let's cut your deck and get right into your reading. Helicopters in the background. That's always lovely. All right, guys. So, for you, coming straight out, King of Cups, Strength, Leo, Eight of Cups, and Seven of Cups. All right. That's your energy. Your person is coming in with the King of Swords, Five of Cups. Wow. The Devil. Uh-oh. And Judgment. A lot of Judgment. Okay. Judgment's been showing up a lot. We have Five of Wands. A lot of bickering and competition as well, right? Let's leave this right here. This is the bottom of the deck energy. I'm going to come back to that Five of Wands. But for right now, let's get this glare off this card. Listen, coming in this week, Aries, King of Cups. You know, you're staking your claim, as it were. You're both coming in. You and your person are both coming in as kings. This is a sort of, I'm going to say, a match of equals here, right? A real sort of match of titans in a way. You're both coming in with a lot of fiery energy. You're both coming in very strong in terms of you know what you want, right? You know what you desire in your heart, right? And you're really sort of adamant about it and passionate about it. Your person, they're very stoic, right? This individual, I think they've hurt you. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm looking ahead at the cards. We're going to get clarifiers, but I think they really, really hurt you by their behavior. And they're not sorry. You know what I mean? They're not mincing any words. They're not showing a whole lot of emotion. You're the one who's really, really emotional. And they're the one who is really sort of like logical. You know, everything is, like a straightforward 1 + 1 = 2, and this is logically and blah, blah, blah. You know, like they don't have a lot of emotion. And you both are as strong in your separate positions as the other. I'm going to say that when you see them as that too. You see them as somebody who's really not giving into their emotions. It almost feels as though they have no emotions to you. Let's get some clarity here. Yeah, Judgment comes in. Karma. In this deck, it's called Karma, but it's the same as the Judgment card, same as this card over here. So a desire for reconciliation may be there for you, but it's not coming in. I think you're really hurt. They've hurt you in some kind of way, okay? And they're really, I think the worst of it is that there is no sign of reconciliation right now. As we look ahead to Judgment for them, later on, I'll get to it, but later on, there will be a feeling of regret. But right now, they're staying very strong, very stoic. They're not acting as though they're sorry. There's the Emperor. They're very arrogant. You're dealing with somebody who's extremely arrogant. They think they're smarter than you in a lot of ways, right? They think they're smarter. They think they're, right now, they think they're on top, okay? Ultimately, I think they force you to walk away. Eight of Cups, I think they do. Aries, it's just like, shadow side, devil. Yeah, there's a lot of devil energy. Yeah, and Nine of Wands. There's a lot of devil energy. So listen, you're dealing with somebody who they're really engaging in a lot of dark shit. And when I say devil energy, I'm not talking about like devil worshiping or something like that. When I say dark shit, I mean like they're very selfish. They're very into what they want to be, what they want to do. They're very greedy. They're very lustful in that, they just want to, They want pleasure and they want it now, and they don't care what they have to do to get it. They don't care if they have to hurt you. And they're not sorry about it. Aries, this is the thing. They're very arrogant. You're dealing with somebody who's very, very arrogant and very quite unemotional. They're passionate when it comes to physicality, but they're not really showing any emotions. They know you're hurting too. They see you. They see that you're hurt. They see this, right? They see that you're kind of like missing them. And, when I say missing them, beginning to miss them, because I think you guys are still together, but you're about to walk away, Aries, right? But they see that you're kind of like really stuck in this space or in this place and time where they did this thing, where they, just in some kind of way, shape, or form maybe betrayed you. And you're just not getting over it. And they're not really doing anything to help you get over it. Right now, they are really in their bag. This devil energy coming out twice. You may be dealing with somebody who has very self-destructive behavior, Aries. And they're kind of on a high right now. They're doing all of this stuff that they want to do. Magician energy coming in for them. They're doing what they want to do. They may like to party. They may, like to live life a little bit on the dark side, playing with fire. And right now, they feel like nobody can stop them. So there's no way for you to sort of reach them. There's your Five of Wands again. You have Five of Wands twice. There's a lot of arguing here, and it's getting you nowhere. Okay? There's a lot of battling. Some of you, Aries, will be battling, I think, with friends that are involved with this person. I feel like this person every now and again dips out and then goes and starts drinking, starts using, starts acting, starts engaging like in really self-sabotaging behavior, destructive behavior, right? And the fallout of it is usually hurting you or breaking your heart in some way. Now, the thing here also is that, how can I put it? There's no reasoning with them. The plans that you have and the dreams that you have with them are just unrealistic. This person is not prepared to put the effort in. You have Seven of Cups here. It's unrealistic expectations coming in, right? Everything that you're dreaming of, this beautiful life and a home, and it's just not possible with this person because they continue to have this weakness. And I do think for some of you, this person also has a lot of friends around them who help them continue to sort of engage in activities and behaviors that's just really bad for them. It's bad for them and it's bad for you, but the misery loves company and they're going to keep them there. And so it's like you're fighting on all fronts, Aries. It feels like you are fighting them and you are fighting all of the influences on them, and nobody's helping you do that. And they're not even helping you because they don't even want to change or adjust their behavior. And that's the worst of it, is that you're dealing with somebody who really doesn't want to, they really don't want to give up what they're doing. Now, later on, Judgment comes in again. So this is quite interesting. I do feel like what happens is at some point something goes down, and as usual, and this may be the merry-go-round you're on with this person, as usual, they're trying to come back into you. They may regret some of this behavior. But at that point, I think it will be a little bit too late because you will have walked away from them. If you can kind of deal with these dreams that you have that really, listen, like I said, they're not going to happen with this person in the state that they're in right now. If you can come to terms with that, it'll be easier for you to kind of move on. But this feels vulnerable, Aries. It feels like you're very vulnerable to this person. It feels like you've gone around this block so many times with them. They hurt you. They go out. They do what they want to do. And then they come back. And oftentimes you take them back. 2 animal spirits. Let's pull them. Rabbit and gazelle. Well, I'm going to come to the gazelle first. The gazelle is a beautiful, graceful animal, but extremely vulnerable. This is fire energy. Always sort of looking over its shoulder, like just very vulnerable, just naturally vulnerable. There's nothing that the gazelle does to make itself more vulnerable. It just is. And so this is an energy I think that you're resonating with right now. I think that you're very raw. And yes, you are very vulnerable to sort of some of the behaviors that this person is engaging in that are affecting you and affecting, your feeling of safety emotionally and spiritually, right? Because you're going to be sad again. You're going to be going through another heartache with this person. I will say that they see very much what they're doing to you. Okay, this person, it's not like they're oblivious. They know that you are not able to get over some of this pain that they've caused you. And I think that, again, it really can't be underestimated that this person, even though oftentimes they come back and try to reconcile, they're aware of the fact that they're hurting you. And that's really a dark energy, rabbit energy, earth energy. The rabbit is terrified. Talk about vulnerable, where the gazelle is vulnerable and still remains graceful and oftentimes can slip out of tricky situations because of its speed and its grace. The rabbit is just scared all the time. Oh my God, who's going to come get me? So rabbit energy is very furtive. It's very chaotic. It's very, it's very nervous, frantic, scared energy. Watch out for that. It's an earth energy. It's an earth animal spirit, but it's not very grounded, right? It's caught sort of in a situation that completely unmoors it from any kind of grounding. So watch out, this energy is there. There's a lot of fear here. Your person may have a lot of fear as well. That may be one of the things that they're battling with as they sort of engage in all of this bullshit that they're doing. It's like they're trying to cover up some kind of fear. But again, that's a deeper reading for them, and we're not here for that. We're here for this Aries connection with this person, right, Aries? So, nevertheless, you still have to take care of yourself and survive through this. I want to say that I hope you don't keep coming back to the same rigmarole, but spirit, mirror spirit, reflecting vanity, deflection. Yeah, your person is very vain. They deflect a lot. This is what I was talking about earlier. The way that they argue, the way that they deal with things, the way that they don't take responsibility. There's a lot of that attitude here. They're very sort of flippant and like, well, I don't care. I don't care what I'm doing to you. I don't care that you feel this way. Again, a lot of this I'm going to say is down to the friends that are coming in, the big, and you feel very much like you're stuck. You're stuck having to sort of fight everything to keep them on the straight and narrow and to keep this relationship on the straight and narrow, and they don't care. Spirit of the pumpkin. Harvest, autumn, midnight. This is a timely oracle card, Spirit of the Pumpkin. Oftentimes it feels to me like it's going to be several times in the future before your harvest comes in, before your recognition comes in. I think, Aries, that if you're resonating with this reading, you're still dealing with a lot of dreams that you have with this person. There's still a connection here. I don't feel like you're completely done with them. I just don't think that you're able to be just yet. You may need to go around this block once or twice more with them, having them really, really break you down and hurt you before you finally realize that this is not going to work. Spirit of fire, passion, creativity, and spark. So I do think there is a lot of passion here with this person. There is some kind of hold that they have on you, but the relationship with them is just not very good. It's not good for you at all. It just isn't. And I don't want to say this like, listen, these tarot readings are just a snapshot. Of course, you are in control of your life and the decisions that you make, but it just feels here, if you're resonating with this, that you're just not quite done with them yet. You have just one more merry-go-round to go, or maybe two more to go, where they do the same again, right? They engage in this really dark behavior again. Shisty behavior, running around with friends, maybe getting high, getting drunk, doing dumb stuff, sleeping around with other people, all of the, just very immature, selfish behavior. And you may be willing to go around this once or twice more before you finally say goodbye. Sometimes it takes a while. Sometimes somebody needs to really screw up your heart or break your heart a couple of times before you get it that they're not going to change. And even though you care for them, even though love is there, it's just not going to, they need to grow up before anything can happen. It's not that it's impossible, but it's impossible right now in the state that they're in right now. Right? So do take care. And remember, this person is going to definitely be trying to come back in, apologize. They're going to woo you again. You're going to get this feeling of, okay, well, maybe we can make it work this time. And Aries, well and truly, your lesson will be learned soon enough. Now, if they change in the future, great. But right now, they're absolutely not about it. And the arrogance is overwhelming. It really is. It's quite overwhelming. And if you're resonating with this, shout out in the comments. Let us know what you're going through. Let the collective know. I mean, when you're dealing with somebody who is very, very arrogant and at fault, it can be one of the most infuriating sort of relationships because you can't get anywhere. It's the height of gaslighting. It's like, yeah, I'm a jerk. I'm acting like an idiot. But at the same time, I don't care, and you know what I mean? And you're the one who made me like this. It's that kind of behavior, right? Very destructive, very sort of, very dismissive of the other person, and just very cavalier and arrogant and just inconsiderate of of the other person's feelings, the other person being you, Aries. So how long you'll put up with this, I don't know, but I don't see you putting up with it much longer. All right, guys, I'm going to leave this for you. This is your weekly love tarot for the fire sign of Aries. I do hope you got something out of it. If you did, hey, hit that like button, that subscribe button, notification. As I said before, sound off in the comments. Let the collective know what you're dealing with. If you're dealing with this type of scenario, it's pretty tough, right? And I do think a lot of us have been there. Sometimes it takes a few more times around the block before you decide to go to another block or take another route. You know what I'm saying? All right, guys. For right now, I am going to wish you all love, life, and happiness. Thank you for joining me, and I do hope to see you all at your next Love Tarot reading next Friday for the fire sign of Aries. Bye-bye now.